Hey there, this is Chris from the Adaptive Sports Foundation. Welcome to ASF Today. I'm here at Windham Mountain Outfitters in Windham with my friend Sebastian, who's a bike mechanic here. He's going to talk to us about bike fit, bike ergonomics, and bike comfort. So, hey Sebastian, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me, Chris. Today we're going to talk about a few things just to make the ride more comfortable. Some stuff you could do at home with just some regular Allen keys, and some stuff that a lot of people complain about to me. And it'll be better if they'll be able to just do it themselves at home. Take care of it.
Awesome. Thanks. Can't wait.
Yep. Hey guys, so we want to talk about how to get comfortable on the bike today. A few things we'll talk about is brake control setup, saddle alignment, and width of saddle as well. So there's really just three parts of the bike that you contact with your body. The pedals with your feet, the seat with your butt, and the handlebars with your hands. And if you don't have all this stuff properly set up and able to distribute weight well, you're going to be uncomfortable. So the first thing we'll talk about is kind of how to set up your brakes and shifter levers, as this is one piece setup. Let's say if the brakes were set up like this, when you're riding and have to brake, there's this brake in your wrist here that will cause a cutoff of circulation to your hands, creating just an uncomfortable ride. So what we want to do is kind of have your arm straight with your hand. So position them more downwards. And when I'm setting up my personal bikes, I like to get on up, make sure everything's right. So as you can see, my wrist is more straight now, and I'm able to hit the brake with one finger, and that's good and comfortable. And you want to match the exact setup on the other side.
Sebastian, what tool is that you're using?
So this is a 5mm Allen key wrench. Most bikes use the 5mm Allen key wrench for the brakes. Some SRAM brakes use Torx wrenches, but a common multi-tool will have all these tools. So yeah, now that they're set up.
Yeah, that looks much more comfortable. Thanks, Sebastian.
Yeah. All right, guys, so a big key part of having a comfortable ride is having a properly level saddle and a proper saddle height. So we're going to talk a little bit about both those things. So really, this is set up wrong. I get stuff like this in the shop all the time, where people have the saddle nose down. And what this will do is just create a lot of pressure on your shoulders because you'll be driving down into the handlebars. So again, with the 5mm Allen key, we're able to adjust it. There's two bolts here that you adjust the tension on. So let's say if it's down, you're going to loosen both up, and then you're going to start on the back one, as well as make sure that there is an indicator where the saddle has to be clamped on, and you could make adjustments in that. But yeah, so I'll start with the back one because we want to bring the nose up. So I'm screwing it in here, and it brings the back down. 5mm Allen key. Continue to tighten it up. So it's still a little down. Well, I guess you could time lapse this. All right, guys, so now that we got the seat almost about level, it looks level to me, I'll finish up tightening the bottom bolts. Tighten both of them up, finish it off. Here at the shop, I'm very particular about how flat my seat is, so we use some highly specialized tools that we have here. So if you came in, I could always use these tools to check your seat. So we use the level, classic 4-footer, Pittsburgh. We'll see there. Yep, that's just about perfect. So now that that's level, the next thing I like to do is talk about seat height. So a lot of people really don't know what the seat height should be. They think it's better to have it lower, or it's more comfortable. It's less scary, they could get their feet down faster. But really, what I like to tell people is to have just a slight bend in the leg at the bottom of your pedal stroke. So obviously the seat is way too low for me, because if I was in a riding position, my leg is bent up pretty good. So what I want to do is use my 5mm Allen key, loosen up the seat post collar here, and then I'll be able to bring the seat up or down if you have to. And a lot of bikes have a quick release clamp that's pretty easy to use as well. So I'll bring it up a bit and try it out again. So let's see, now I'm in riding position, go around the pedal stroke. I'm getting there, but it's still not quite tall enough. And when you're raising the seat up, if you're getting really long like this, a lot of seat post is showing. There is a minimum insertion line that if you come above, you risk damaging the frame. So you don't want to come above that line. And I see mine right there. So this is about as high as I could come.
So Sebastian, tell me what that means. If I'm running out of seat post, either I have not enough seat post left to pull up out of the frame to make it tall enough for me, or maybe I've got it slammed all the way down on the rails and it's still not where I need it to be. What are my options?
Yeah, absolutely. So if your seat post really isn't working and it's long enough, it's not the right size bike for you necessarily. So a lot of people try to make bikes work by bringing the seat all the way up, but then the seat is past the minimum insertion line. So we do see a lot of stuff like that. If that's the case for you, the bike's not really going to work for you. It's not going to be a comfortable ride, and that's what we like to think is the most important part of buying a bicycle. So yeah, come on down to the shop. We can help you out, fit you on a correctly sized bike, and figure it out. So yes, so this bike obviously does not fit me. So I would have to try a different bike out and get a properly sized bike. So yeah, slight bend in the knee, just about right. So let's say if I was in a proper seating position, that's kind of where I would want my leg to be. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Sebastian. That was great.
No problem.